If support was based solely on wins and losses, successes and failures, we'd be alone in our times of deepest need. But games end, the playoffs finish, and the excitement of a long run slowly fades as teams stop playing for another season. But that commitment to your main teammate, your life partner, that's year-round. That's why unconditional love and trust is so important. Having an equal beside and not behind you. Always there, whether at home or traveling on the road. The backbone of the family. Always being there despite trades and moves, triumphs and low points. Making the trips to be alongside you and holding down home base while you're away. The strong and self-motivated bosses. The caring and compassionate mothers. An honest voice that's truly appreciated. Because through it all, no matter what you do on the court, you're still part of something special off of it. So here's to the real heroes, the ones that accept us for who we are and push us to achieve that which seemed beyond our reach. Thank you.
That's your friend. Hey, boys. See him? He said, who that back there?
It's always good to be back home. You know, a lot of friends here. It's going to be a very exciting night. Complete sellout. They're winning, except for tonight. But no, it's good to be back home.
We're going to see. I got no.
I think he's doing really well. After the injury, he seems to be back to the Lou that I know. Because obviously I followed him his whole career. So he seems like he's more consistent. He's really satisfied with where he is, and I think he's content. That's the word I'm trying to find. I think he's really content with himself.
Welcome to Phillips Arena in not-so-hot Atlanta.
When you look at the top 5 teams, yourself and the other 4, do you see them like all on an even playing field?
I think it's up for grabs, honestly. You know, it's not no solid pick, I don't think. You know, I think in the whole league, period, not just in the East and the West as well. You know, it just all depends who go out there and play consistent basketball every single night. Anybody can go out there and beat anybody. You know, look at the situation now in the West with, you know, OKC being an 8th. You know, I guarantee you, you know, the 1 and 2 seed probably like, you know, this be a hell of a team to go against in the first round. And, you know, it's the same in the East. You know, you got to be conscious of every single team.
They kind of knocked you around last time.
Yeah, you know, and I think it's you know, it's going to be personal for us, especially, you know, how we lost at home against them. And, you know, give them credit. They're a great team, but it's going to be a great challenge for us tonight.
The double comes. Here's James Johnson on the drive. Johnson and 1. There's second turnover. DeRozan with the steal. DeMar in for the two-handed throwdown. Lou cut off. The clock down to 4. Gets it back, and he just drains it from deep. Lowry, they need it and got it. 57 to 50. Turnover. Here's Lowry attacking. Lou. How sweet it is. Here's Kyle, cut off. Finds Lou, up fake. 3, good! They have limited the Atlanta Hawks to 19 in the second, 13 in the third. Raptors are going to come away with an impressive victory. They have won 4 in a row, and they're now 5.5 back of the Atlanta Hawks. Raptors win the season series, 3-1.
Drop it. You guys switch on TV. Way to bring it, Patty. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Where we going?
Get out of here.
Fight back! Fight back!
I think sometimes offense spurs your defense. Sometimes your defense spurs offense. I thought tonight was one of those games where we just we made a concerted effort on both ends of the court where we just played well. And You know, we were able to make shots, build confidence, and, you know, when guys see the ball start going in, they pick it up on the defensive end. I think tonight was an example of that.
Good win. Good win.
Hey, way to get that Drew League though.
You know what I'm saying? Come through Atlanta, lay up the smack it down. Just get up out of here, man. Feels good.
You know, anytime you lose to a team, especially the way that we did lose to them, you know, we lost to them big at home, on our home floor. They were able to have a lot of success, and you know, they're a very accomplished team, but it was just one of those games where we just felt like we were embarrassed on our home court, so we wanted to come out and play with that on our minds.
We beat them by the same. They beat us by? We beat them worse? What they get us for? What they get us for?
Yeah, down by 30.
For 17?
Let's go.
That's one of the next 5, all right? That's one game. Now we got to go to Houston and take care of business there. All right, let's take a business type approach, but a great start. That's a great start. Everybody contributed, came in. All right, here we go.
Big time.
Good work.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I am a full-time mother to Dorian, and whenever I can get away for just a weekend, which is usually like a Thursday through a Sunday, I'll come out there and see my husband only if he has a game there. So we juggle it, and it's always a last-minute trip because I'm a full-time mom. So I take Dorian to school every single day and pick him up and do his homework and everything. So I'm just a full-time mom by myself out here. Wish my husband was here, but...
Excuse the mess. We're doing some renovation with the garage.
3 ACs.
I'm building an extra bedroom in my garage. I call him Onk, but he's a dear friend of mine. He was actually the team security for the Rockets when I was with the Rockets. But he's hooking me up. I need it. I got twins on the way, so my wife is gonna need some help, and I got a great sister-in-law that's coming down, and she's gonna be helping us out. She's gonna giving her her own little pad. As y'all can see, my dog Conan wants to get some TV time. So yeah, he loves daddy. But man, thanks for coming out, man. This is my compound, man. This is my place of peace, man.
Once a year, you get to come here. It sucks that it's out in the back-to-back.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a couple hours, just to be home, being in your space. But how much is that?
It feels good. It just feels good to sleep in your own bed. You know, I'm a West Coast guy from California. Been playing here for 6 years. I made Houston my home, and you know, being in Sacramento, you come here twice a year. Being in Toronto, I'll come here once, but better once than none. You know, last year I wasn't able to enjoy this, but it's all good.
Oh my God, beyond nice. His son tries to stay up for him every time that he knows he's coming home for a little bit, and I try, but it's just not gonna happen. But it's great. He brightens up the house definitely and brings a lot of character to it. So we have fun. We enjoy him home.
He's excited. As you see, he's bringing his friend to the game, and there's an old rocket ball that he has a rocket symbol. He goes, Daddy, I need a black marker so I can scratch out the Rockets and put Raptors. I was like, okay, buddy. Let them know how you feel there, man. But yeah, man, I got a bunch of work going on. I break ground next week on my pool. And this is another reason why I kept this house, was the backyard. I love space. Little man, Dorian, I'm about to go, man, come here. Wes Welker, who you cheering for? All right. Come on, stop, Brat. Why are you doing that? All right. You do a handshake for the camera? Kahunas. So me and my son were silly. That's one of my best friends, man. He's only 7 years old, but we have a bond that's tight, and he loves sports. He loves watching sports, and just so happens his daddy's an athlete, so he gets a kick out of it.
We have 2 boys on the way. We found out about a month and a half after we got married. And we found out that they're boys for sure. So, as Charles says, he's 2 away from his starting 5. But he's beyond ecstatic. I think I'm still more in shock. And my pregnancy's been fine. It's just been, I don't know, tiring. Being pregnant is what I heard. That's what it is. So, but yeah, their brother is super excited. Dorian, he's ecstatic. As earlier you saw, he was wearing a shirt that said, what did it say? Like, Big Brother coming soon, I think it was. So he's excited, and they both were like, there better not be any girls. There better not be any girls in there, and sure enough, there wasn't. So I don't get my girl, but maybe some other time, if I allow it.
Can you move the escalator? Have Butch move the truck?
Yeah. Love you.
All right. She went and did her makeup, getting her taste of reality TV. I told her she got to get her Kardashian on.
That's what he said. He said, go act like Khloe Kardashian. Yeah, it's very difficult. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Me and Chuck got married in August, and we got full custody, or primary custody, of Dorian, and it's been great since, and we're enjoying it. And it's just hard going from being married and having a 7-year-old and then ending up pregnant with twins, all within, a few months of each other, and not having my husband here. But we're working on it, and we're doing good. We're figuring it out.
7 seconds, 5 seconds. Johnson guarding Harden, tough shot, and he makes it. Raptors now by 11. Raptors just 5 of 15 in the quarter. Terrence Ross now as Harden dribbling display, and then knocks it down. He's got it going, and he's got 20.
You can't say this is one of those games where the Rockets beat down the Raptors, and not at all. No, this was a game where the Raptors just had nothing. They just had nothing against this Houston team.
It's just tough because the numbers for the Rockets, quite honestly, if you came in and you said, hey, you hold them to 41%, turn them over 25 times, they're 6 of 29 from 3. Hey, life is going to be good, but unfortunately, offensively, the Raptors just unable to get anything going, Leo.
No question about it. It's just been a bad game. And as we said, this is one of those where, hey, you try to find a way to get through it. You couldn't get through it. This one's over. Throw it out and move on.
We had too many turnovers. We had a lot of mental mistakes. And, we kind of gave in to, their aggressiveness, denying the ball, reaching. I think we were looking for fouls too much, and we let that play in the game too much.
If you don't come out in this league ready to play, mentally and physically, I don't care who you are, you're going to get your behind handed to you. And tonight we didn't come out with the right mindset, and they were the hungrier team. We got to shake their hand. They're a good team. They're in top of the West for a reason. And they were hungrier, played harder, did all the hard and grimy things that we didn't do, that we did last night that we didn't do tonight.
I mean, we got to be ready. If Anthony Davis playing, if they got that whole team, we just got to be ready and understand we got to use the fuel from this game and this loss, going into the New Orleans game and get a win.
I call him my big teddy bear, but he's my big wild teddy bear. Like, he's outgoing, hilarious. He's like a comedian. He thinks he knows how to do everything, as far as like he's gonna be an actor someday, and then he's gonna be a rapper, or he's just crazy. I put it. He's my laughter every single day, and I don't know, he's just a big clown. He never is too serious, and he never allows anything to get to him the way that I would think that it would. So he's just a really good-spirited man, and that's why I married him. I think we do really, really, really well together. I call him, or I say I'm his assistant. So he doesn't do anything around the house. Like he'll, I think we're going on 5 years. In 5 years, he has cooked me breakfast once. And that was in 2012. Yeah, so he doesn't do anything around the house, but he takes care of us. And, you know, I put something on my Instagram earlier this week about how he's a perfect husband. Like, he's our provider, he's our protector, and he's just such a selfless person that, I don't know, we just work together perfectly, I think, because, you know, I'm here to do what he can't do since he's in Toronto and we're here in Texas, but we definitely, I think we mesh unbelievably well, and I think it'll last. I think it'll last, so yeah.
Playing injury-free and sprained my ankle late in the Atlanta game, but I should play tonight, so it'd be fine. Yeah, just came down to making sure, you know, when you play with injuries, you end up hurting something else, you know, because you're trying to protect that one. And you know, me coming from a very serious injury, you know, you keep all of those things in mind, and you're very mindful of your body and how long the season is. So it was wise just to sit one out. I think we didn't play well. We were too loose with the basketball. You know, we had 20-plus turnovers. That's uncharacteristic of us, and I just think we tried to make a lot of home run plays that didn't work in our favor.
The one thing that we got to do and understand that team's going to come out and get after you. This team tonight, they're playing for their life. You know, they're playing for their playoff life, and we got to come out with that same mindset that we're playing for our life. We're playing for something, you know, playing to do something special. Don't be satisfied with where we are. Come out and let's don't be afraid to do something special, and we got to play that way and take the challenge each and every night. And we can't let fatigue be a factor, because these, like I said, these next 27 games or whatever it is are going to go by fast, rapid fire. So we have to be mentally and physically ready to compete in those games.
Welcome inside the Smoothie King Center in the Crescent City of New Orleans, Louisiana, as we get set for tonight's game between the Toronto Raptors and the New Orleans Pelicans.
For the Toronto Raptors, Patrick Patterson is out with a left knee sprain. However, they do get Lou Williams back, and he was magnificent on Friday night against his former team, the Atlanta Hawks. He made a career-best 7 threes.
We knew we wanted to elope and bring our best friends to New Orleans, and we did try and pick the weekend that the Raptors were here. In fact, we did pick the weekend that the Raptors were here because that's what we do at home and that's what we all share and love. So we eloped this weekend and got married in New Orleans, and then we're here now.
The city is crazy. It's been an amazing time. Like, we saw Mardi Gras on Tuesday, and that's wild. Yeah. And then everything else at the wedding is fantastic, and it was great to bring our friends and be able to share.
Friends.
Yeah, it's great. We met one of the advanced scouts yesterday at the Cafe Vignette, and we had like a crazy conversation just about the fact that like Canada's got 35 million people, and why it's a hockey nation. We patrol the border, and we can get to any city to watch the Raptors play, but we watch every game. There's a good pocket of us in Calgary that watch it constantly.
Jensen comes up, sets a screen. Babbitt's going to fire the three. DeMar. Jumper, weak side, Babbitt with the board. That's his 8th. Evans driving over to Cole. Lou Williams is down. Babbitt the three. In the first time that they've led 94-93. Here it is, Kyle Lowry. Lowry looking for some room. The three doesn't go. Raptors led by 18. They lose by 3. Get swept this season by the Pelicans.
Gave up the game. Tough loss. Should have had that one. Being up so much, should have contained the lead. But they fought. They hit some big shots.
We got to execute down the stretch, whether it's getting open, setting screens, spacing, whatever it is. And when you play at this level, those little things are so important. It's not the three-point shot. It's not the dunks or anything like that. It's the box out. It's the spacing. It's the execution. And down the stretch, that's what you got to do. Well, our fatigue turnovers got us. I mean, the turnovers were crucial, were brutal. They led to baskets on the other end. Some of them were forced, some of them were unforced turnovers. And I thought that was the difference in the second half. We, take care of the ball. I thought our defense, for the most part, was solid. Offensively, we were moving the ball. We got the ball humming and moving. 17 assists, but it was the way we want to play. There were rhythm assists, got guys rhythm shots, and that's the way we have to play. I thought our guys battled, played the right way. We got to continue to grow and build on that tonight. But with that said, I thought we played the game the right way with the right intentions, together, connected, quality shots for the most part. And we continue to do that, build on that, and get our bodies right, get some rest. It'll help us. Thank you, Ron.
I think, when you have the gene and, you have that issue, the minute you put alcohol in your body, you're in trouble because that triggers the addiction. And I also think, though, and I've always said this, I had to go through that journey. I have no regrets. And I've had people just in random conversations where I've talked about it, after the fact call me and say, hey, I just want you to know that, I'm an alcoholic, and I just sitting there listening to you talk about it made me realize that I need to stop, that I have an issue. It's a story worth telling.